In the early hours of this morning, police at Plesisla were informed of gunshots emanating from Unit 14 in Mbali. When they attended to the scene, they found that 10 members of one family were shot and fatally wounded in one of the homes. It's believed that 2 unknown gunmen entered the home and opened fire on the family members, fatally wounding 10 people. 7 of them are females and 3 are males. Members of the provincial task team are currently on the scene and will be taking over the investigation. At this stage, the motive for the killing is unknown.
Well, the Police Minister, General Begekele, and the top management of the SAPS that is being led by the National Commissioner General Fani Masemola will today also visit that crime scene. Joining us now to have a conversation on what has transpired there in Mbali in KZN following the shooting is Njabulo Mtolo, who is the spokesperson of the ANC in the Moses Mabhida region. A bit earlier on, they also issued a statement with regards to that incident that took place in the early hours of the morning. And Njabulo now joining us on the line. Njabulo, good afternoon, or good morning rather, and thank you so much for making time for us. Tell us about the information that the ANC managed to get, and also when you visited the scene, what did you see?
Good morning, Adrian, and your viewers at home. Indeed, during early hours of this morning at around 2 a.m., we received a very shocking news where a shooting incident took place in one of the townships in Pietermaritzburg, Mbali, where 10 family members were brutally killed and only 2 survived at this point. That is the information that we have. So as the ANC, we rushed there to see what is happening, and indeed we can confirm that it is a very, very, very bad situation. Members of the South African Police Service are on scene as we speak. They are investigating the incident, but it is a very painful incident.
Can you tell us about what you saw when you got to the scene?
Yeah, no, when we got into the scene, obviously the scene was already barricaded, so we're not able to access and have a look of what was inside the house. But the South African Police Force confirmed to us that 2 gunmen are alleged that they entered the house and they opened fire to everybody who was in the house. Those who survived, they were sleeping in the outside building, so that might be the reason why they were not harmed. So what is unfortunate about this barbaric act of criminality is that out of the 10 people who were killed, it is confirmed that 7 of them are female and only 3 are males. So which is a challenge for us, because we remember that South Africa is still dealing with the issue of gender-based violence. So if we will have women being killed in such a cruel manner, so it tells you that as the society, we still have a long way to go in terms of arresting the scourge of gender-based violence. But obviously at this point, it is the details are still sketchy. The motive of the killing is still unknown. We rely on the police to keep on updating us as to what exactly led to this kind of brutality.
What are the residents in Mbali saying, if you have spoken to any of them, or even those who have put through that urgent call to the ANC in the region?
Residents are still in shock. Now, the problem is that they are saying these kinds of incidents, they happen almost every month in this township. You have a situation where almost everywhere people are killed, in a situation where almost every month family members families rather get attacked and family members get killed, which is a problem. And we call upon the South African Police Service to work around the clock, number one, to ensure that the residents of this area are protected from these kinds of criminality. But also what is worrying is that in all these cases, we have not registered any convictions and sentencing. People get arrested, they are granted bails. In some instances, charges are withdrawn, which is a problem. So we are praying that in this incident, something will be established that will lead to a speedy arrest of the perpetrators and also secure convictions and arrest.
Yep.
So we are challenging the Minister of Police, we are challenging the National Commissioner and all members of the South African Police Service who will be involved in this case